Whether it was in the classroom, on the court, or at a student council event, Preston's bright spirit shone through, leaving a lasting impact on those around him. Preston's ability to bring people together was truly remarkable. His infectious laughter, warm heart, and compassionate nature created a sense of belonging within our student body. As we gather to honor his memory, we celebrate Preston's unwavering commitment to make a difference. He won so many volunteering and community service awards, as well being the second person to acquire the National Distinguished Leader Award from the National Association of Student Councils. He was someone who constantly sought to uplift others, lending a helping hand wherever he could. His commitment to the Student Council was evident through his hours of hard work and dedication, always striving to make our school a better place for every student. Tonight, as we gather at this vigil, let us not only mourn the loss of our friend, but also celebrate the incredible person he was. Let us remember the laughter he shared, the support he offered, and the love he freely gave. Preston's spirit will forever live on in the memories we hold dear and in the way he has impacted our lives. As we light these candles, let each flicker represent the light that Preston brought to our lives. Let it symbolize the warmth, compassion, and unwavering spirit that defined him. Let it serve as a reminder to carry forward the legacy of kindness and love that he beautifully embodied. Let us honor Preston's memory by continuing to support one another, by being there for each other in time of need, and by embracing the values he held dear. Together we can ensure that his light continues to shine brightly within our school community. Thank you. Student Council. I would like to invite some friends of Preston's to the podium. We welcome them as they have known Preston since early childhood when they went to elementary school together.
I'd just like to thank you all for coming here. It's great to see how much of an impact you left on this community and all the people around him. Preston was more than just a friend. He was a brother. Preston was one of the happiest souls that I had ever met, and he was never someone who held grudges or had enemies against anyone. He loved everyone, and that's why we loved him. And he was a kid at heart, always brought that positive attitude to every class and to any scenario, and would always lift everyone's spirits. He just wanted to play basketball and hang out with his friends and just have a good time. He always wanted to hang out with his friends. And he was usually the one that would suggest going out to get something to eat or just hang out at the movies. He just wanted to hang out with his friends. I still remember the time when I first got my license, and the first thing he did was ask me to take him to the gas station. And, I don't think he really cared about getting the drinks or the chips out there. I think he just wanted to have time with his friends. I appreciate that. I'm going to miss all the times that we had. Whenever we go out to the movies and finish off, I come back to my place playing basketball, just watching movies, having a good time. I'm going to miss the energy he brought to every class that we had. No matter how boring it was, he always found a way to make it interesting. I'm going to miss that goofy attitude that lightened every bad mood. I'm going to miss him that dreadful text after seeing one of my teams list of his and having him rub it in. I'm going to miss Preston. But at least I know that now he's in a better place, and that now we have someone to look over us. But I find that in times like these, it's important to stay positive. And it reminds you of an old quote. The foolish man looks for happiness in the distance, but the wise man grows it underneath his feet. And the way I take that is as it's important to stay positive and grateful for what we do have and not just what we don't. You know, I'm grateful that I got to spend a lot of time with him when he was around. And I'm grateful that I don't have to go through this alone. I'm grateful that I have a good support system around me. Thank you.
I'd like to start by thanking everyone for coming here to commemorate Preston. We all loved him, and it's really like heartwarming to see everyone here today. I never thought that I had to talk about this in a million years. I always thought Preston would be here forever. He was my best friend. I wouldn't even say he's my best friend. He was more of a brother. I grew up with him. I've known Preston since first grade. One thing he always loved to bring up with me, no matter what, he always loved to bring it up, was when we first met. We met when I was a bathroom monitor. And Preston comes over to me and whispers if the hand dryer works. And I told on him. And ever since that day, I don't know how it happened, but me and Preston, we've been best friends. We grew up together. Preston's one of those guys that got along with everyone, always lit up the room when he was there. There was not a mean bone in his body. He always brought fun energy into the room. Me and Preston and our other friends really loved spending time together. No matter what activity we did. Preston loved competition, no matter what it was. Always tried getting us to play basketball, no matter where we were. Always tried shooting something. And no matter what he did, he always loved winning. At basketball, fantasy football, every game we played. Even poker. Poker was honestly probably the best conversations and best times I've had with Preston. We were always playing on Xbox together. Preston didn't win often, but when he did, it was the best to see his reaction. I'm sorry. Things just aren't the same without Preston. I feel like I'm missing a part of myself, a part of the school, and just I miss talking to him at lunch, hanging out with him, being in class together. I miss his fun personality, and I miss seeing his smile glow. I'm always going to remember Preston as my brother. We all loved you.
Sometimes life is great and a blast, and other times it is hard and just a huge struggle. I have felt both these with Preston. He was such a joy and a huge goofball. He would always smile at jokes, well, if he wasn't making them himself. Through all the great times with Preston, we were able to capture some great moments and laughs with one another. The struggle of it all was uniting us this early. We now have to get through our days without a thought and comforting presence. I miss you, bro. I miss waking up for school in the morning and almost being late every day. I miss going to the teacher's lounge during Stugo and buying our $1.25 non-sugar-free sodas and talking with Kyle. Or when we make posters and they wouldn't get used, so at assemblies we'd be looking around and not finding them. Probably because Macy and Tatum hit them because they weren't that artistic. The first couple weeks or so of Preston driving, he got in a little accident not too bad. But when he was able to start taking me again, we would have to wait till everyone left the parking lot and take every side route possible in order to make sure nothing happened. But one time when we were leaving school, he made me sit in the back, even though the front seat was open, just like Tatum did to him. The next morning, I go up to his window and he rolled it down and I say, "Do I just sit in the back again?" And I was relieved to hear him say, "No, I'm just kidding. So I gotta go up in front." I miss you, Brendan. I hope you know how much I'm thankful for you, and I truly look up to you and your humor. Thank you for all the great times. Till we meet again, P-Lord. Love you, bro.
Hello, everyone. I am here to read a letter from my son, Fabian. He has entrusted me with his words, and I hope to convey them with the same spirit and intent with which he wrote them. My name is Fabian Moreno. On October 30th, I lost a teammate, a best friend, a brother. Preston, ever since second grade, you have been by my side. I will forever appreciate everything you did for me. I will never forget the memories we had together. At school, the sleepovers, the birthday parties, basketball season, California trips. I just wish God could have given me more time. It's crazy to think how a horrible thing could have happened to such young and innocent boys like you. Every time I saw you, you were always either smiling or laughing. You're always so happy. Your heart was always filled with happiness and love. Seeing you happy would just brighten my day. Even though you're no longer going to be with me physically, you will always be here with me spiritually. I hope you can be by my side at all times to protect me from the bad and guide me to the good. I remember you, me, Andrew, Thomas, Andy, and Chris made a clan name TV and R. Meaning the best never rest. But unfortunately, this statement is false. Because on October 30th, 2023, God put to rest one of the best people in the world. Preston William Lord, I love you with all my heart. And you will forever be remembered. This hurts. I lost my father, but this type of pain hurts. To see my son go through this hurts. Preston, we love you. you'll take a moment with us to reflect and think about your memories with Preston.